First off, I just want to say I appreciate y'all for tuning into this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And in this video, I just want to talk about how social media has taken over the real world. It has taken over reality. The way that I was thinking about it is like these IRL streamers, for example. When you see these IRL streamers, their whole life is being broadcasted to the world. Some of them even stream days on end. They stream for days on end, for consecutive days straight. So their whole life is being broadcasted for multiple days in a row. But that's showing me is basically a depiction of how certain people live in the real world. I'm not saying everybody's IRL streamers, but certain people, they live as if their whole life is for social media and that social media persona. Yeah, they might not have a live stream on them 24/7, but it's like certain people live that way as if they're in character. They're in that social media character. And it's just showing how skewed this reality is from just how social media has taken over so much. You don't know what's social media in real life anymore. That's what this IRL streaming stuff is basically showing you. How far certain people take the social media stuff. How people have to have that constant pressure of living up to a standard or their persona on social media. They might not have a live stream on them, but in real life they're feeling that pressure. They have to get up, they have to fit in basically. Their whole life is based on fitting in and trying to impress 24/7. This stuff has taken over people's reality. But when you see these IRL streamers, that's just showing you a blatant version of that. It's showing you a blatant version of people like having to entertain 24/7 and having to be in character 24/7. But in real life, people are doing the same thing. It's just that it's not filmed. Like this social media has really taken over people's psyche and their reality, bro. There's no distinction between real life and the internet anymore. This is why nothing feels the same around people. Everybody has to be too cool. Everybody has to be trying to fit in with a narrative. Everything is so calculated with people. Everybody gotta be followers. People really take this stuff to the heart, this social media validation and all these just societal standards on them that they gotta live up to. And now people have to live in this persona. They have to remain in this character now. It's like everybody's a character now. They're not even the real them. People have to live in this facade and this character. Like the real world don't even exist anymore. That's what it seems like. Everybody has to stay in character. Everybody has to be playing a role. Everybody has to be seeking validation 24/7. People just can't be them anymore. It's just crazy. It's getting to the point where the real world is slowly becoming non-existent. Real life is inside of these phones now. Like I mentioned before, it's a metaverse. They're integrating the real world inside of this technology. You have access to everything now. You even have access to people's everyday life. When people think about the metaverse, they think that you need some type of goggles on and you need this and that. No. It's just like, it don't even have to go that deep. But you just look at how far technology has gone. and the stuff that you have access to now. The metaverse is basically like multiple dimensions within these phones. Like, you're not just watching a video anymore. It's like they're adding more dimensions to these phones and social media. Like, you get more dimensions. It's not just one dimensional to where you're watching a video. Now you're watching people's whole life. It's like bringing you deeper into that world. It's magnifying it even more. They're making stuff more accessible. If you want something, you can just order it right off the phone. They're just integrating the real world inside of a phone now. So this is why the real life is just damn near non-existent. Some of this stuff be inflated with bots and all of that. Spam bots. There's so much traffic on these apps, but when you go into the real world, it feels empty. It feels dense. It feels like everybody disappeared. And it's because they got people's consciousness trapped inside of these metaverses on these phones and social media. People have lost their identities. Everybody's a character now. Everybody's living up to that social media version of themselves. People can't just be them. This is why it's hard to even connect with people nowadays, because they're too far gone in these false personas. Everybody's a model now. Everybody's a trap rapper now. Everybody's a scammer now. People are just too far gone. And they have to constantly keep up that image. People can't just be them anymore, man. Like, it's wow. Everything was so much more simple back then. You could just be yourself. You didn't have as much pressure on you to fit the narrative. And everything wasn't broadcasted on the internet. Like, there's no mystique left in this world, because everything's broadcasted. When I look around at people, I'm just not a lord by anything anymore. Even with these women. Like, back then when my perception was skewed and I was naive, I was just like bright-eyed. I like some of these females out here, the ones that look good and all of that. But now it's like I just see them for who they are. Like, all that allure that people used to have is just gone. You see certain rappers, certain celebrities, content creators, that allure that they used to have, it's all just gone. Like, all the mystique is just gone with everything nowadays, because it's all being in the open. You can't look at nothing the same anymore.